Alright, here goes attempt number 2, 3. I lost count. Okay. It's chapter 1. If you've seen my first chapter, I decided to delete that one and to make a different one because that video wasn't too good. It's like yelling in the background and poor lighting, and, you know. So, here we go. Chapter 1, Prisoners. Cole could not see anything. He lay stretched across the rough wooden planks of a wagon bed, the hood over his head somewhat dampening the impact as the boards rapped against his skull. Judging from the sound of the hoofbeats and the rattling of the vehicle, they were moving briskly along a dirt road. His hands were bound together behind his back and were with strong, slender cords. Iron manacles encircled his hands, biting into his skin when he tried to pull free. The coarse material against his face threatened to induce a claustrophobic panic, though he could breathe reasonably well. Unpleasant sensations assailed him: hunger, thirst, soreness, and exhaustion. Having just returned from the Echo Lands, he found ownership of a physical body startling and unfamiliar. He had not felt hungry in a long while, or sore. Cole had been warned before returning to his body. He had known he had been captured along with Destiny, Honor, and Desmond. Their bodies had been left at the Temple of the Robust Sky when they departed from the Echo Lands, and their defenseless physical forms had fallen into the power of enforcers. The prelate, Elena, had placed their bodies in a secret room for safekeeping. Clearly something had gone wrong. Wherever Elena was now, Cole hoped she was all right. "Hello?" Cole called. Not at full volume, but hopefully loud enough for any other prisoners sharing the wagon to hear. "Cole?" a voice answered, slightly muffled. It was Destiny, Tessa, Myra's youngest sister, who had been rescued in the Echo Lands. "I'm here too," Honor said, her voice clearer and louder, though somewhat dampened as well. Strong and independent, Honor was Myra's second oldest sister and helped in the search for Tessa. "Desmond?" There came no reply. "Anybody else?" Honor tried. "It may just be the three of us," Cole said. "Are you tied up too?" "Manacles on my hands and feet," Honor replied over the creak and rattle of the wagon. Hood over my head. Cole wondered if he should be insulted that only his feet had actual manacles. "I can't see either," Destiny said. "My hands are tied, my legs are chained." "Me too," Cole said, deciding that he was considered a lesser threat than Honor. "Can you spring us, Cole?" Honor asked. It was a fair question. In the Echo Lands, Cole had finally unlocked his power. His shaping ability had become inaccessible after being mangled when he fought Morgasa and Eloir. Once his power had become active, Cole found he could awaken the shaping power in others, and he had learned to transform objects in the Echo Lands with his will, as if he were a gifted shaper in Sombria. Cole could still feel his power smoldering inside. It had been absent for so long. The presence was unmistakable. In the Echo Lands, he recently used his power to throw down castles. The manacles should not stand a chance, let alone the fabric of the hood covering his face. Mustering his focus, Cole willed the unseen manacles cuffing his ankles to dissolve. Nothing happened. Cole tugged with his legs against the restraints, and the unforgiving iron dug into his skin just as before. Cole willed the fabric of the hood to split apart. He drew on his power with all his effort. Not a single thread popped. "I don't know," Cole replied. "I can feel my power, but it doesn't seem to be working. I can't make it connect." "I worried it might be different back in a physical body," Honor said. "Why should it be different?" Cole asked. "The Echo Lands are made of a whole different kind of matter," Honor said. You don't have a physical body there, and you weren't affected by physical matter. I've never heard of anyone developing their powers as quickly as you did in the Echo Lands. You have the same abilities here, but using those skills in the physical world may take more time to develop." Cole relaxed his mind. Without straining, he tried to push his power at the iron cuffs gripping his ankles. Again, he got no result. He refocused on the hood, to no avail. I'm sorry, Cole said. I can't even tear the hood, but my power is with me. They're probably taking us to a Wendell, Honor said. Once we reach Junction, I should be able to access my power. I'll set us free. No, Honor, Destiny said, her voice calm and certain. Going before a Wendell will lead us to the paths we must walk. For a long moment, Cole listened to the hooves clomping and scratching against the dirt. The wagon jerked and swayed and creaked. That settles it, Honor said, resignation in her tone. No escape attempt. We wait. What paths? Cole asked. Where are we going? I don't know, Destiny said, her sounding like herself once more. No hints? Cole asked. I'm sorry, Destiny said. It just comes. I never know more than what comes. No apology needed, Honor said. Any guidance helps. In the Echo Lands, Cole had seen Destiny's power in action, separate from her in the form of a horse. Her power had played a key role in helping him find Destiny, save his friends, and prevent the return of Nazim, who was really a trivier named Romero. Before leaving the afterlife, Destiny's power had been restored to her, and now it was speaking through her. We let the enforcers take us to a Wendell, Cole checked. Yes, if we have any sense, Honor said. No good comes from trying to avoid Tessa's prophecies. We don't try to resist at all. We can try whatever we want after we meet a Wendell, Honor said. Until then, we use patience. It's hard to be patient with a bag over your head, Cole observed. The wagon slowed to a stop. Are we there? Cole asked. I don't think so, Honor said, her tone hushed. Cole could barely hear her. I'd have some access to my power if we were in Junction. They're probably changing the horses. Cole heard the clink and jangle of chains at the rear of the wagon. Play possum, Honor suggested quietly. Cole went limp and heard the doors open. The unsteady glow of torchlight flickered up through the bottoms of his hood. Somebody was checking on the prisoners. Breathing softly, Cole stayed limp. Stay there. Still there, a gruff voice affirmed. The door closed. Harnesses jingled and hoofs clopped. A horse whickered. Shortly the wagon lurched forward. They're in a hurry, Honor said. I don't want to see a Wendell, Tessa said in a voice nearly too small to hear. Cole almost replied that her own power was to blame for their decision to go submissively before the head of the High King's secret police, but since a Wendell had used shapecraft, the ability to tamper with the shaping power itself, to take Destiny's power when she was only 9 and give it to her father, Cole decided sensitivity was required. You must hate him, he said. A Wendell scares me, Tessa replied. He'll hurt you again over my dead body, Honor promised. That doesn't comfort me, Tessa said. I don't want to lose you. Trust your power, Cole said. It helped save us in the Echo Lands. Knowing we should talk to a Wendell doesn't necessarily spare us from harm, Honor said. Terrible consequences could follow. Destiny's prophecies could simply mean that any efforts to escape will fail. Or it could mean that the encounter with a Wendell will produce outcomes that are need to happen for some higher purpose. But serving a higher purpose is no guarantee of safety. You're not very comforting. Does our situation seem comfortable? Honor challenged. We all need to face reality. What do you think we did? What do you think they did with Desmond? Tessa asked. He wasn't a high enough priority to transfer him to Junction, Honor said. Hopefully he's just imprisoned back near the Temple of the Robust Sky. What's our reality? Cole asked. Does a Wendell want your powers again? Perhaps, Honor said. Or else he wants to take us hostage. Can he take your powers? Cole asked. He proved he has the ability, Honor said. We don't we didn't surrender them willingly the first time. Is your father behind this? Cole wondered, assisted by Wendell. The High King used shapecraft to steal the powers of the 5 daughters several decades ago. The absence of their shaping abilities had stopped the princesses from aging. Miracle, Honor, Constance, and Destiny all had their powers back now. Only the eldest sister, Elegance, still lacked her stolen abilities. Hard to say, Honor said, though Wendell still works for Father. He doesn't collaborate closely with him anymore, and is clearly carrying out his own schemes with Romero. We won't know how much Father is involved until this unfolds. Cole frowned at the mention of Romero. Under the name Nazim, the Trivia introduced shapecraft into the 5 kingdoms. Romero had just escaped his prison in the Echolands, but with help from Cole, the Trivia had been diverted to a prison in Creon, where he re-entered mortality. Wendell stole our powers for Father in the first place, Honor said. I expect Wendell will want to take them again, but I'm not going to resist Destiny's foresight. When she speaks under the influence of her gift, I have never known her to be wrong. How many enforcers are loyal to your father? Connor asked. Could they be taking us to him? Wendell has recently proven that he controls the majority of the enforcers, Honor said. I'm sure there are some expectations. Where do we go if we escape him? Cole asked. In the capital? Honor asked. We try and find Mother. Cole had met Harmony. She had helped him escape Junction the last time he visited. Do you think she can help us find Myra? Cole asked. Or wondered. Probably, Honor said. I hope Mother can also direct us to Elegance. Our highest priority is to stop Romero, and we need help from Wayminders. Mother has contacts in that community. Cole felt smothered by more than the hood covering his face. There was so much to be done. The prison where he had helped deposit Romero would not hold the Trivia forever. It might only restrain him for weeks or even days. If the Trivia got free, the outskirts would fall completely under his control. Not to mention the Trivia wanted revenge against Cole and his friends. The ancient Shapers who had created the outskirts barely managed to contain Romero, and nobody who was left could defeat him. Cole had to find a way to prevent his escape, and he needed to find his friends, especially Myra, Jason Dalton, and his brother Hunter, and he needed to rescue Jenna and the other kids who'd been kidnapped in the outskirts from his neighborhood in Arizona, and he needed to restore Elegance's power and defeat the High King, and he was currently tied up in a prison wagon, and his power didn't work right anymore. Let's survive Wendell first, Cole said. He's a powerful shapecrafter, Honor warned. He can block the shaping of others, and we know with enough time he can strip away their powers and give them to another. Cole temporarily wished he could return to the Echolands, where he gained so much power. Nobody in the Echolands could chain him up and cart him around. Of course, it was also the last stop before moving on to the next place of existence. Most people in the Echolands were dead. Cole was back in the living world, and he had to solve his problems there, or at least try. I guess we just have to be patient for now, Cole concluded. Save your strength, Honor said. We'll need it before long. The end. Want to continue the story? Check out my chapter 2 called A Wendell. It's a good chapter. It's a good book, period. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So, hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.